Hey, it's Raleigh, and I am planning my high school reunion this year, which is a big deal. And I wanted to have some really cool, unique centerpieces that people would want to take home with them. This is a really cool thing I found on Pinterest. You could use it for a high school reunion or family reunion, a wedding, and it's really simple to do, and it totally works, and it looks great. And it's cheap. So win all across the board. Basically, we're going to make a centerpiece, a little candle holder, but we're going to use pictures of our family, or in my case, I took pictures out of my yearbook. This is really easy to do. You just photocopy your yearbook, or you can do family photos, things like that. And you're basically going to cut this and use them as the decor around the outside of the vase. My new favorite thing in the entire planet is Mod Podge. This is the stuff to basically, it's a glue and it's also a sealant. So it's going to be a double duty kind of thing, and all you need is like one big jar of this. You're going to need just really anything. You can use a paintbrush. These little foam guys, super easy, really cheap. And of course you're going to need scissors to cut out your pictures. And what you want to do, the first thing, is you want to make sure you take your measurements of your glass. So you can take either a strip of paper, a strip of ribbon, or if you want to be really thorough, do a measuring tape, measure the exact width around, and then you lay that out, and that's how you know how much you're going to need to wrap around the outside. Also with this, you want to get the height, because you don't want it too high or too short because it looks really goofy. So you want to measure that as well. So you get your measurements first. That's the number one thing. So you get your Mod Podge, and you get some on your brush here. Now you don't want too much, just enough that it's covering it. And literally, you're just glossing this stuff on. That's it. And you want to get it all. Okay, so once you've glossed all the way around there, you want to kind of move a little bit quickly because it doesn't take very long for this to dry. But very carefully, and you want to make sure that your paper is completely straight. So you set this down and make sure that it's completely gonna go on there, because once you put this thing on, it will stick. And you want to have just a slight overlap of your paper, and I'll show you what I mean in just a sec here. Yeah, see how that just overlaps a little bit, because then you just can seal it all the way in. And then once you have that layer sealed, look at that, right? So you want to glue that in, so you just take a little more of this. Right on the inside there. Boom, press it down. Now the cool thing is, if you overlap, it don't matter, because this stuff is also your sealant on the top. So what you're gonna do, take a little bit more of your crazy Mod Podge here, and this is gonna act as, because this is just paper on the outside, you don't want it to be. This is gonna act as kind of like a gloss or a laminate, if you will, around the outside. And it looks weird when you first are putting it on because you're gluing people's faces, but it does dry completely clear. And there's different kinds of Mod Podge. You can do one that shines, there's a glossy finish or a matte finish. I've chosen the matte finish for this, because you can do whatever you want. And just gloss all the way around. Alrighty then, so it's been about 15-20 minutes or so, and my glass it's pretty much all dry on the outside. And when you touch it, you can feel that it's just a light glaze over the top, which is great because it seals in the paper, so the paper won't get ruined by the elements, and you're not gonna worry about spilling on it. So it just creates this whole other look. Now you can do 2 layers if you need to. Definitely make sure that your first layer is very thin and even when you're using it as a gloss, because you don't want to have little lumps and things going on. You want it to be nice and sealed. And see, there they are. There's my people. Love it. Boom. And you can use regular candle for the sake of this video and not burning down the building I'm in. I'm using an LED candle, which I love these. So click that bad boy on. And hold on. Look what we got! And their faces just glow. Obviously the room you're in isn't gonna be this dark, but that's awesome. So there you go, simple. This whole thing took me about literally 30 minutes to do. It's not even that much time. And once you get the hang of it, it gets even shorter and shorter. So yeah, there you go for your family reunion. You have a nice, awesome votive, and people will want to take it home because there are pictures on it. And you can't see me, but I'm smiling. This Pinterest actually turned out.